Christmas tree. So we've got our Christmas tree triangles cut out underneath. We've got parchment paper on top on a completely flat surface, which is parchment paper on top of just a regular baking pan. We're going to put a dot or a line of warm candy melts first, and we're using the popsicle sticks today to put those in as our tree trunks. So we're going to do that with all our tree trunks first. Okay, so we're going to start at the top of the tree, and we're going to go back and forth, reversing it right at the edge of the cardboard, which you can see underneath the parchment paper. And our piping bag is closed up at the top. We've got some nice even pressure going here, and when it releases, it gives a little wiggle. I'm going to go back and forth a couple times, and now we're going to go back up, and we're going to cover up the tree trunk that's showing because we don't want the trunk to show. And we're just going to reverse back up to the top. And once we have the whole tree covered, we're going to pick up our sparkling sugar and our jimmies. And we're just going to sprinkle some jimmies on. They're bigger, so we're going to put them on first. And then we're going to take our sanding sugar and sprinkle. Okay, so we've got a clog in the tip, so all we had to do is press that bit of chocolate out and start over again. And go right back to our designs. Back and forth. Reversing just outside the shape underneath, the cutout underneath, so that we get a nice full tree. And touch down when okay. Always cut it out. Okay, so what we're going to do now is take them off of the parchment paper. So we're just going to lift carefully. They've been cooling for about 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes. So they're plenty cool enough. So I'm just going to make sure that the candy pulls away very easily from the parchment paper underneath. I'm going to lift it up by the stem. There's no extra candy on the back or the front. It's not falling off. So it all stuck well. We'll do the same thing with the rest of them. Then we'll have them ready to put into our cake. Okay, so we've got the moist icing on the outside of the finished 4-tier cake. And I've got some soft coconut here, unsweetened. And I'm just going to tap it on the side. And as I'm tapping, I'm going to pull up the extra, push it back in my hand, and capture all the last bits. So all the cake has icing on it, and I'm just going to tap little bits in, and we'll be done. Okay, that's good. And now we're going to lift the cake, which is on a cake board underneath. So I have a non-skid mat here, and I've done the coconut. You can see the coconut, the extra coconut down here. Just going to push that over so it doesn't fall directly on the floor. I'm going to slide the cake on the rubber mat to the edge. Here's the edge of the turntable down there. And instead of trying to get my fingers in there and lose the whole cake, I'm going to slide the edge of the cake over underneath so I can get the spatula. I had to wait till I could move the spatula easily under the cake so I can lift it. I have a space for my fingers. If I tried right now to get under there, you can see my fingers are deeper than the cake board, and I don't want fingerprints in the cake. So I'm going to use the long spatula. I'm going to lift the cake on one side. I'm going to make sure it's loose on the other side. Using the spatula as a hand, I'm going to quickly release the mat underneath. Set it down over here. You can do this the same on a another tier if you've got another tier, or if you're doing it just to your serving piece. And I'm going to continue to lift it with the spatula because, again, my fingers are deeper than the cake board underneath. Now that it's leveled, I can take it out. We're all good.